Hi guys, 24/7 Tech here, and this is the Fitbit Ace Review. So the Fitbit Ace is a smartwatch for the kids. Fitbit has made a product dedicated to your kid who's been begging for ages for a smartwatch. This is it. This is the Fitbit Ace, and this is the review.
As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to watch some more awesome tech videos in the future.
Said in the click before, guys, take 1 second out of this video to subscribe down below. And also, before I go any further, don't forget to check out this company called GadgetWraps. It's a company which sells the best quality skins and accessories for your favorite gadgets. There's a link in the description down below to the company's website. Take a look at this Amazon Echo Dot skin. It gives a very sleek look to the gadget. There's also a huge variety of colors and finishes that you can pick up your products from, including wood, carbon fiber, gloss, matte, and even more. Stop by the link down below and pick up an amazing product from GadgetWraps. I divide this video into 5 different sections. Number 1 being design, number 2 being features, number 3 being battery, number 4 price/availability, and number 5 the verdict. The verdict is pretty much basically my decision. Is it good or is it not that good? So yeah, let's start off with the design, which is a pretty good segment for the Fitbit Ace. Fitbit Ace reminds everyone of this, the Fitbit Alta, the more expensive, the more feature loaded, but exactly identical looking like the Fitbit Ace. Side by side over here, they look exactly the same. I mean, there are probably some different color options between the two. We'll get to that later. But the Fitbit Ace reminds you of the Fitbit Alta, and that's a good thing because the Fitbit Alta is a really nice design. It's pretty iconic with Fitbit actually, and it looks pretty nice, and it's nice to say that Fitbit is not using dots like they did in this device, the Flex 2, and they're actually giving the kids a touchscreen. I'll take that any day too. And another thing is the colors. I said I would come back to this. They have 2 colors. Number 1 being this pretty good looking purple color, and my favorite color, blue, right here. Both of the colors look good, kid oriented again, and there's no other colors except that. There's no special edition like the Fitbit Versa either. It's just one Fitbit. Pretty good, pretty solid design, I'd say. Fitbit Ace has a really cool design because it's inspired by the Fitbit Alta, as I said before. So the design category, pretty solid in my opinion. For a grade for the design, I would give this an A- for the grade. Maybe not an A or an A+ because there's no difference between the Fitbit Alta. They could have went a different route maybe, but it's still a solid design, so I'd say it's pretty good. Now let's go on to the features. This is where Fitbit Ace is pretty good at, and it doesn't overload at the most unnecessary features like heart rate or like heart rate. So another thing that it has, so let's talk about the 6 features the main features that they offer. So number 1 being the touchscreen. Yeah, the touchscreen is a feature because, as I said before, the Flex 2 was shown right here, did not have one for the same price tag. Number 2 is shower-proofing abilities. That's pretty cool actually, and since there's no heart rate, it doesn't malfunction anything, and I'd say, yeah, your kid could go into the shower with this. Number 3, sleep tracking. This is one unnecessary feature that they added into here. I feel like kids don't really need to track their sleep, in my opinion. It's fine, I guess. But number 4, notifications. That's a pretty cool thing if you have an older child, like 11 or 12 years old. Number 5, is the tracking. It tracks steps, calories, distance, everything. All the solid tracking features, no like extra things that Fitbit does. And number 6 is the rewards and badges. It's always cool to see that colorful badge come up on your Fitbit. It's pretty comforting for a kid, and the features category gets an A. Solid, nothing too much, nothing too less. It's a right blend and balance for our kids' smartwatch. Take a look at the battery life. I have to say the Fitbit Ace has probably the best battery life in any Fitbit ever made. Due to the fact that it doesn't have to use heart rate sensing, that's the most power-intensive task any smartwatch has to do. This can get 5 days worth of battery life. That's Monday to Friday, all the school days, done. You can take it all the way to the school day, and the kids aren't going to use a fitness tracker as much as an adult does anyway, so... But the other thing is that the battery life is so good too. Even when you're intensively using it every day, you can get still 3 to 4 days around with it. It's so good that I have to give it an A+ for this category. There's nothing bad about it. A battery life can either be good so-so, or bad. And this one lands under the good category. So good job, Fitbit. To the category where the Fitbit Ace is not as good, the price/availability. So let's go to the price first. It's $100, which is on the pricey side, honestly. You could find a pretty good deal on another smartwatch and then knock it in at the same price. So yeah, that is true. It is a little expensive, and I do have to agree with that. So the price, before we go to availability, I'll give that a B for this. I think Fitbit did not include a heart rate sensor, which is probably the most expensive part of any other Fitbit, but they did include a touchscreen. But at least Fitbit didn't overprice it, whereas the Flex 2 it's $100 for dots. That's what I always say. So, but I'd say the price is not that good. $100, I think they could have shrunk it down to at least $80. I'd say $80 would be the sweet spot for most parents. Next, let's go to the availability. The availability, it's out. It's already out there. You can probably buy it in a Target or Walmart store. But if you want to buy it on Fitbit's website, it's on back order. So if you order it today, you'll get it in 2 to 3 weeks, as shown right here. Fitbit has a picture. Let me show you a picture over here, which Fitbit says it themselves. It's on back order 2 to 3 weeks. So they're not able to crank out production because a lot of kids want it. Clearly, there's a high demand for this. So the Fitbit Ace availability also gets a B. Both of these categories, price and availability, not that great for Fitbit because you can't get it today if you want it. It takes time. Let's say it's a quick birthday present. You're out of luck, and the price $100 is a little taxing. So let's get into the verdict. Okay, so the verdict is that it's a kids-oriented fitness tracker. We'll get that straight. It's really good at doing that too. It's pretty pricey, and you can't get it today. So those are the 3 things that Fitbit Ace does. But the verdict is that it's a good smartwatch. It's a good fitness tracker. Unless you're in a hurry, I'd say it's fine even spending $100 on it. You could wait and then look for a better deal maybe if you could find one. But for $100, it's pretty solid only because it has different features that it's more oriented for kids than adults. So if you get a Fitbit Alta, you won't get those rewards and badges and kids-oriented stuff, because this is designed for exactly the kids, and that's what makes this Fitbit Ace separate from, let's say, something like the Fitbit Alta. So yeah, that's the verdict, and now, this is 24/7 Tech signing out, guys. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Every subscriber does count, and also, don't forget to check out GadgetWraps, link in description. It's 24/7 Tech signing out. Peace.